you know, as well. Like she had like bone marrow extractions and things like that.
Fuck.
And you know, the cells were gone.
Yep.
And then, you know, I remember her messaging me at some point. She said, you know, that her cells are back. And I was just like, I'm meeting, you know, this, like, my life is starting to work out, but I'm starting to meet people that are coming into my life that are dealing with such heavy things.
Yeah.
And physically, I can be there for them emotionally, but I physically can't. Take that away for them.
That's right.
You know, so that's where
which fucks with you, man.
It fucks with your head, you know, and like, you know, she bought a jersey because she's like, you know, if I have to go to hospital, I want to rep Flossin Supply hospital, and I was like,
cool,
dude, you know, like
that's
I'm
fucking
just like,
in the heart,
like,
bro.
yeah, I was like, this hurts, but at the same time, I must be doing something right because it's giving people hope. Yeah, you know, because I couldn't imagine what it's like to have cancer.
No, fuck no.
You know, and I pray every day that, you know, I can stay away from the bad habits. Like, I still struggle with smoking. Like, I quit smoking ages ago, but I still slip up, man. I'm not even going to lie about that. Right. You know? Like, even though I don't show it on the camera, like in my TikToks and that, I still have a smoke every now and then because I'm like, I still haven't beat that little demon of mine. Like, you know.
What made you want to stop smoking?
To me, to be completely honest with you, at the time, when I quit smoking, I couldn't even afford it.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford a pack.
That's why I stopped.
You know, and then, you know, I start meeting these people as well that are dealing with cancer, and, you know, smoking is a leading cause of cancer as well. I've had family members die early from like, you know, problems and, you know, either alcohol or smoking or the mix of the two, deteriorating their body. You know, they quit when it's too late. Like, you know, all this other stuff.
It's downhill, yeah.
And I remember my grandfather saying, he's like, fucking make sure you fucking don't smoke.
Yeah.
I smoked for, you know, 50 years, and now look at me dying.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like I smoked since I was 12, bro.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm 24 now, and I'm just like, you know, I don't smoke every day anymore, but it's still such one of those, like, it's still that little bit of a battle that I haven't beat yet.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I've been sober.
It doesn't go away, trust me.
Nah, and I've been sober off, you know, any type of drugs for 2 years or something. Yeah. And alcohol wouldn't even faze me, bro.
Every now and then
have a beer with me dad.
Yep.
Or a beer with the boys, you know.
The first...
at the park, but that's it. But smoking is just that one that takes that little bit of extra effort to go, I need to fucking break these chains. Like,
I stopped when I moved overseas to New Zealand. Cigarettes are fucking like triple the price.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. No, not exactly triple, but so much more fucking expensive. And just I wasn't making a lot of money, starting pretty much sold everything here to fucking move over there.
Yeah.
So when I come back, I literally started at nothing.
Yeah.
Moved in with my brother, had to literally rebuild from the ground up.
Yeah.
Which was, just not hard, but going through some of the things that I have in life is just like, okay, this is just another piece of the puzzle. This is just another step.
Bit,
It's just like, we'll secure a job. Good, got a job. Put some money in the bank. Get a car. And then just start making them fucking steps, and you're moving on. But when I stopped for, I think 8 months. I stopped smoking for when I was in NZ. And then when I moved back here, just everything that was happening was just stress. And I can't blame them. It's entirely my fault. But my brother and his wife smoked. So every time they go out for a smoke, it's just like, fuck, I'm stuck inside by myself now, you know what I mean? Just feeling alone. And I'm just like, fuck, I'll just go out and have a smoke. And then started smoking again, and no good. And then I met the wife, and a few other things happened. But I was still smoking for a while when I met her. She didn't even know that I smoked because I never smoked around her.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Never tried to hide it.
Yeah.
And we were out Eastern Creek at the drags with a few mates. And then they all jumped up to have a smoke because usually it was just me and her.
Yeah.
She didn't smoke, so I never had a need
to smoke. And that's what I'm like when I'm around people that don't smoke.
Yeah. And then the boys jumped up for a smoke, and then I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, jumped up. She's like, where are you going? I'm going to have a smoke. And she's like, do you smoke? And I was like, yeah, I smoked fucking 15 years of my life. And she's like, what? Like, had no idea. Yeah, and not that was a bad thing, but I actually ended up stopping because we were trying to get healthy for trying to do some things and create a life. So we're trying to get healthy and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I'm pretty sure it was this time last year, 30th, 31st last year. And I think I had a smoke, had a couple of drags off a mate's smoke at New Year's.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. That was 12 months ago.
Yeah.
But when I see someone walk past with a smoke, when I see someone light a smoke,
that urge.
The urge is there for me to be like, hey bro, can I grab a smoke off you? Like it's still there.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It's like,
and I think that's the biggest thing.
It's as strong now
for me
as it was when I was smoking.
Yeah.
It's just a choice.
Yeah. 100%.
But I know that I have the choice that I can just be like, nope.
And I think that's like me too, because like, you know, we're at the skate park having a couple of beers.
Yeah.
You know, ciggies come with that.
100%.
Like, you know, because I don't smoke weed. Like, I have smoked weed before.
Yep.
Like, don't get me wrong, fucking smoking weed's cool and shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it. It feels great, but I'm also one of those people that knows that I can't smoke weed every single fucking day of my life.
Yep.
It's like a once a year thing, or like twice every year or something, like at a New Year's or something. When I'm like gonna be at home doing fuck all.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Last time I had a joint, bro, I was gone for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like I was fucked for the night.
Yeah.
For the night, I was fucking destroyed. But for the next couple of days, my brain was just a fucking mess, man.
Yeah.
Like it took me that couple of days to be like, why the fuck? No, but I was just hard on myself. I'm like, I haven't smoked for so long. Why the fuck did I? Like, why did I give in to that? One of the boys is just like, just fucking have a joint, bro.
And I think that was like my problem too. Like last time I smoked weed, the chick's like, "Do you want something?" And I was like, "I want to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be that guy that's like, no, you smoke it." So I was like,
yeah, fuck it, I'll have
something. And I just had a buzz and I just drew like on my iPad. I was just like, fuck this. I need to go to bed because this is starting to I'm starting to get over this feeling. I'm one of those people that it's good. It's cool for 30 minutes and then I'm like, fuck
and then
this.
And then you're fucked. Yeah.
You know.
You're over it.
I'd rather just like the best high I've ever had is coming home from a fucking hard out skate, bro.
Yep.
And just being like, that was sick.
Yep.
You know, that's my favourite feeling
Man.
in the world. That is my high. Skateboarding is my high. Like I'll do that until I die.
Have you been snowboarding?
I've never been snowboarding. I've never been surfing. Never been snowboarding, bro.
I've tried to surf. Didn't end well.
I used to
I got a little drowning.
But
I used to board pretty heavy when I was younger. Used to go to the beach every Christmas. Well, plenty of times during the year, but used to holiday for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Every year, fucking holiday parks and stuff. Go to the beach. But snowboarding.
Yeah.
Changed my fucking life, bro.
Yeah.
For the first day, literally the first. I want to say at least 6 or 7 hours of the first day, I was just like, I've ridden a skateboard. Like I know how, like I'm not great, but I can ride around it at speed and turn and manual and do all these fucking whatnot. I'm not great, but I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fucking snowboard. What's so hard about that?
Must be the same thing, yeah.
Man, 6-7 hours, my tailbone felt like I'd been hit with a fucking hammer, bro. Just landed on my ass all day.
Slammed,
Arms getting bent backwards, just roasted.
Yeah.
The second day, still eating shit, but had the first good like 3 or 4 turns.
Yeah.
And it literally felt like you're floating. It's just but it was just like, yeah, I got this. This is fucking mad. And then it was like the next day, I think we're down there for 4 days. By the 4th day, I wasn't falling over.
Cruising,
it's like I've been doing it for 5 years.
Steady cruising, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just like this is fucking mad, and everyone's just like, how did you fucking pick it up so quick? But it's like, but you didn't see me eat shit for like 7 hours straight.
And this is the process. They never ever could. Like the support is never there during the process.
That's right.
But it's there when you succeed, and I want to congratulate, because that's when you know your worst on.
Like, how did you get so good so quick? It's just like, well,
it's always overnight success.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like in the head.
It's like I was a friend of ours at the time was teaching us. He's been snowboarding for fucking years, and even he said, he goes, "Fuck, you picked that up quick, man." It's like, well, like I'm not that anyone else is a dummy, but I can understand how it works.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, balance. Move, like using your weight.
Like weight.
You're using your weight and your balance to move. I'm like, I've got the concept. Like, I know how it works.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of making it work.
Yeah, that's it.
So you got to eat shit a bunch of times, and then you figure it out, and it's literally like a light switch.
Yeah, but that's like skating too. Like I'd longboard the whole time, my whole life.
Nice.
Even when I rode scooters, I did.
That's all I use now. Behind you.
Yeah, I've got one. It's a little bit bigger than that. It's like a pigtail.
Yeah.
That's an Element Greg Knoll Travel Well, I think it's called.
Nice.
Got a different grip on it now, and it's been sanded back and shit. But I've had that thing for 10 years.
Fuck.
And it's like, you know, just past my waist. I'd say it's about that high.
Yep.
And right, you know.
Crazy.
No, like I didn't really have many mates that were into it. Like there was a few of us, and then they sort of dropped off the map. But you know, around my area, Silverdale, Warragamba, some big motherfucking hills, bro. Like, and you couldn't do it on a fucking street board. You know, you had to have a decent sized board, and so I always did that all the way through. But yeah, going back to a standard size like street shaped deck skateboard was very hard, like for me, because like I didn't know what size I was supposed to be riding. Like I was riding 838 or 8375. Now I ride a 775 or an 8.
Fuck.
And I'm a size 11 foot.
Fucking hell.
You know, but it's little decks, man. I love them, man. I don't know what it is about it.
Yep.
The catch is harder, but the flick is easier.
Yep.
On a bigger board, the flick is harder, the catch is easier. So I ride an 8. That seems to be my standard size. Like that's just my
that's what works
size.
good.
But 775 is
yeah. Like
775 to an 8.
Same as a fucking snowboard, right? So the day we learnt, we got high boards from High Shot, mate down there. Knew the dudes there, so he hooked us up with that, which was fucking mad. But that board was 165 or meter 65 long, so 165, which is what they recommend for my height. 110 kilos at the time. They reckon that's good for you. Anything smaller, fucking no good. This thing was like the Titanic. So, but even like learning and standing up and eating shit, I'm like, this board's too long. Like it
feels
just,
too
like
big,
it just doesn't feel comfortable under my feet. It just feels like I'm standing on a boat. And then I brought that. That was the first board that I brought. Yeah. And that's a 156, so it's 9 centimeters shorter. Yeah. And the first time I used that, it was like driving the Titanic compared to a Malibu ski boat. It was just like
the difference.
This is ridiculous.
And I think it's so funny you mentioned that. Like it's only to us, it's 9 centimeters. It's really not that much, but it's like
the difference it makes.
The difference between going from 775 wide up to an 8 was the fact that like I could catch it better.
Yep.
I got the flick, especially because I've had so many ankle injuries as well. Mm-hmm. The only time I've ever torn my ankle was on a tray flip. That's my fucking trick. That just it won't let me have it.
That's
the skate gods.
That's the
just won't let me have it. Like I just can't do them, and I just have to accept the fact that isn't my trick. Mm-hmm. Like I have to learn some other shit and just leave that trick maybe alone for like a year or two. Yeah. Like as much as I want to do the trick, and 360 flips are cool. Yeah. There's a whole trick book of tricks, and to be honest, I don't really think that just because you can't do 360, it doesn't define you as a skateboarder.
That's right.
Right, yeah, it's a standard, but there's no skating is free. It's not it's you. It's not a sport. It's an expression to me. It's an art form. So,
100%.
And I've done some cool other shit like 1 foot fucking fake impossibles and just all mad shit like Rodney Mullen. I love Rodney Mullen and stuff. But I definitely like I was saying to even this to Dean like the spacing between your trucks and your deck has to be almost the same. So like say this is your wheel here, and that's the deck. They have to sort of match the same. Like there's a fucking science to that. A tiny little bit in is not too bad, like a little bit of a recess. But it has to be close. If you have an 8-inch deck, you need to have that 8-inch space. Like that's perfect. And he's like, no. And then I set a deck up for him. I said, just give it a try. And he's like, fuck, there is a bit of a method to the madness. Yeah, right. And
but fuck, it does
that's
work.
What works for me. Yeah. So I was like, it might work for you, but I see some people where they ride, an 8-inch or 125 with 8-inch truck, so it sits in a little bit. Yep. But it's all personal preference. That's what.
Do you get a difference in camber on boards?
No.
Like standing on, does it make a difference at all?
Oh, like with concave?
Yeah.
It depends. Like I like a flatter concave. Okay. I like a more mellowed flat concave. Yeah. And low kicks. I do like a bit of a low kick. Like my Doom decks are really nice. Okay. Like really nice shape. From the old supplier. Shout out to Omni. Omni makes my decks. I'm not afraid to say that. He's Aussie bloke. Omni. I used him for Doom skateboards. I don't know if I'll be using Omni again for the new ones. I might go. I want to try and get the decks from the USA this time. Okay. Like I'm not gonna lie. As much as I pride myself in being Aussie made,
is it
US
like the difference
US made
in
is just
the timber
fucking,
and stuff?
There's just a next level between that from being made here. Like no offense to Aussie boys, they put in the hard work. Yeah. But like the glue they use as well is different. I don't think the glue we can get here. I'm not sure if it's certified to use here, so it's different. Yeah. Okay. It's not the same. Like I think they use an epoxy resin. Okay. And over here we use something else. To be honest, I'm not sure, so I'm not going to comment. But American made, they're good. Like there's
volume. So they've got
and their volume bases. There's a really big industry standard around that. Yeah. But at the same time, a lot of the decks that you see from American made companies, some of those decks do come out of China as well. Yeah. So just depends on where you want to get them.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd rather have something Aussie made, but it's about supply and demand.
Yeah, 100%.
We don't have the supply here to you know, whereas the USA does.
That's
know,
right.
But you will pay the price if you want to get USA made.
100%.
Which is hard.
Was there more people in California than all of fucking Australia?
I know, but it's the shipping cost, man.
Yeah, to get it over here.
Like I priced up 50 decks. It was going to cost me something stupid.
Man,
and the shipping was like 800 USD.
Fuck.
Just the shipping.
I sent 5 hoodies over to Colorado. So I had them in a shop over there. That's a story for off the camera. But that cost me $240 to send 5 hoodies over there. 5 hoodies don't weigh much, man.
No.
Like, and that
That's
was
like me,
that was ridiculous.
I have a flat standard fee for that.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, fuck, I'm not paying for that. Cost me, if I sell a deck for 90, this is the argument I had with someone online too. Oh, your decks are fucking $90. Yeah, $90 with fucking free shipping. That's what it was at the time. Yep. But shipping in itself, you got to remember, for all those little entrepreneurs out there,
could be $20, $25, $30.
Shipping is a little bitch. Charge it.
Fuck yeah.
Customers pay for shipping, bro. You shouldn't have to pay for it. That's a business in itself.
That's right.
So for all those entrepreneurs out there, free shipping every now and then, not all the time.
But if you are smart and you can structure it appropriately, you have free shipping because that price is included in your price.
That's right. You know,
so your
could have $30
beanie is now a $40 beanie
with free shipping.
Exactly.
But you know, those are little tricks to the trade,
which covers packaging, the shipping itself.
Yeah, exactly.
It covers all that stuff.
And this is the argument I have with people all the time.
People don't understand, man.
Like, this and that. You get $60 for a fucking hat. You know, $60 for a hat.
Yeah.
That gets shipped to your door.
That's right.
Like, it's not $60 plus 25 this and 30 that. Like,
when I had those hats and beanies made, they're AS colour. AS colour hats. AS colour beanies.
Standard staple, man.
I went through the fucking American Apparels, the Gildans. I went through them all when I was in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Before I even come back here, and then AS Colour was like, that's the quality, that's the price.
Yeah.
It costs a bit more money. People don't like that. But
they're never gonna like it.
But if you want the quality, that's just the fucking fact of life. If you want the quality, you have to pay the price.
100%, bro. And that's what people don't understand. Like, you know, this is what I hate about people as well. Like, well, not hate it, but you know, people like
certain individuals, I will say, not everybody, but certain individuals. You know who you are. No, I'm kidding.
But you know, people are like, oh, you know, it's made in China, it's made here, it's made there. AS Colour is hand-picked cotton from Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Right, hand-picked by people, not machine. In China, it's machine-picked. So you think about it, like
the cost of labour is more.
But
just the production cost,
and it's harsher too.
Yeah,
because you know, like people always want to hack on China. This is a Chinese shirt.
Yeah,
right. This was a sample I got from Alibaba, one of the guys there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 200 GSM t-shirt.
Nice.
And to be honest with you, the only difference between this one and Gildan is the fit.
Yeah,
like it's got a thick collar.
Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't compare it to an AS Colour because AS Colour is just an industry standard.
Yeah.
And they do feel nicer, but you know, the Gildan heavyweight is very similar to this one.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that a lot of people don't realise that a lot of shit is made in China simply because of the fact that production.
Man, 90% of the shit in your house, you go flip it over.
Made in China.
Fucking made in China.
You know, my DC skate shoes, boy, they're made in China.
Yeah.
Nikes were made in Asia. I've got their supplier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like. Go on LinkedIn, bro. You find all this information.
There's a website that conveniently I found on TikTok where you can punch in. Doesn't matter who the fuck they are. You punch in their business name.
Can put in the business name and it shows you
and it tells you where their stuff's made.
Yeah, it's like a Chrome add-on. I think it's like an app.
Yeah, it's an
extension. Yeah,
but it's whether it's fucking Taiwan, Japan, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan. It tells you where they are. And it tells you the company. It tells you the volume that they move each month.
That they move and what their revenue and profits are.
It tells you fucking everything.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Because, like, you know, like, so I was having this conversation.
I'm researching that shit because that's...
Yeah, but I was, like, saying something about, like, Kylie Jenner. Is it Kylie Jenner that owns the... Or Kim K that owns the lip?
I think it's Kylie.
Kylie Skin or whatever?
One
of
that
them. Shit
one of
is,
the
like, made in China.
Jenner. Kardashian.
Yeah.
Same
like, and the Skims brand, made in China.
Yep.
Like, it's about it's not about cheap shit quality. It's about, you know, quality control. Number one, how to source a supplier,
Yep.
how to talk to the supplier,
Yep.
how to get good rates. It doesn't matter whether things. If it comes from America, it could come from America and still be shit,
100%.
or come from Australia and still be shit.
Like you're paying double the price.
And you're paying double, and it's about like industry standard.
Mm-hmm.
Like what does that company pride themselves on?
Definitely.
What is that company good at?
Definitely.
Like
I've found the people that I've dealt with that bash on the made in China stuff have gotten that one bad thing, and they're like, you know what? Fuck them.
Either that, or it's just about they don't like Chinese people really.
Well, that's true. That fucking comes into it a lot.
I'm not going to get into that, but
it's
like
story.
fuck China, like why?
That's right.
They're leading in manufacturing
100%.
apart from like Germany or something, but
Yeah.
like when in regards to like clothing and stuff,
Yep.
you
They're on the next
can't
level.
really beat them. Like
That's why these fucking patches were made in Melbourne.
yeah,
So the price I paid for these, one of these patches is worth more than what I pay for a beanie.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I mean.
So then when you add that plus the cost of 33, the boys that do the work to stitch it on,
Yeah, that's right.
and then I've got tags on the inside with the name on it
Yeah.
and the socials, that's got to get stitched on.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It is literally nearly $60 without me even putting anything on it.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to sell them for $30.
exactly.
I'm literally losing money, and people are like, "Oh, that's too expensive, $30 for a beanie."
Yeah.
It's like, bro, they're made in fucking Australia,
I know.
by Australians, for
Yeah.
Australians, which is, I don't want to sound racist, take that however the fuck they want, but made in Australia by Australians, supporting Australian businesses.
Australian business, yeah. And this is this is the argument I have with that other guy about that Majestic baseball jersey. And I did the big video and it fucking blew up, and everyone wanted to have their 2 cents.
Yep.
I was like, oh, you want another video? Okay, got my LA one, which is the same as the Dodgers one.
Yeah.
And just was like, see, it says Majestic. You flip the inside with those tags underneath.
Yep.
Majestic, made in China. I was
Yep.
like, what is? They're the best fucking baseball jersey you can buy.
That's right.
I mean, like Nike owns
Yep.
the rights to make the baseball jerseys now.
Yep.
Those were the proper Majestic ones beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So now the baseball jerseys come in a Nike tick.
Yep.
But where's Nike made?
But the factory,
In China.
like Nike own that factory
yeah.
with all those workers. It's
Yeah.
not a standard insert whatever Chinese name you want
And I think
for the factory.
yeah, and I think a lot of people they watch those sweatshop YouTube videos
And that's
it's
what
like,
they think.
You can put anything on a video. You can buy Louis Vuitton boxes and put them in the background.
100%.
I think a Louis Vuitton box off eBay costs like $20, $30 each for the proper Louis Vuitton. So
Yeah.
you can fucking fabricate anything you want on the internet.
100%.
Like this is why it's so hard for people like me and yourself
Mm-hmm.
to get the point across
Yep.
by staying authentic, because people are like, oh, he's a shit talker, but he's really not,
Yep.
but they're
think
only
that's
seeing
why-
what we show on camera.
I have a very suspicious feeling that is why my sales have slowed down, is because I stopped trying to explain to people, like trying to explain the price to
Yeah.
people,
You shouldn't have to,
because it's just
justify
like. So it's like, do I have to do this every fucking day? Why does that cost so much? Why I can go to Kmart and buy a $5 beanie? It's like, well, go to Kmart and buy a fucking $5 beanie.
And this is the problem I had when people first saw the price. Like the people who were fucking like down for it were
They'll
like,
pay
we don't give a
$500.
fuck.
They don't care.
My friend, shout out to Bryce Hazel. I think that's how I say it. Hazel. He's bought nearly every single item I had
Swear to
on the
God.
website. No
Fuck.
fucking joke. No joke. You know why?
OG.
Because he's like, I fucking love this dude. Like he's hustling. Like
It's the support.
it's not about money, bro.
Yeah.
But I have to cover the cost as well. If I'm releasing limited edition shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's no restock.
That's
I'm
right.
creating that hype as
Yeah.
well. Like, you have to be sustainable. I've done business where I've done it $30 for a fucking t-shirt and I've made.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't fucking work.
Doesn't work.
So I'd rather come up with a new design every couple
time.
of weeks and be like, bang, there's
That's
only
right.
20 of them. Bang, there's only
Yep.
10 of these. Bang,
100%.
Someone was like, oh, you won't sell any of those fucking hats on that Christmas sale.
Yeah,
I think I
right.
did I think we made like 14 hats.
Fuck.
Bryce, again, bought all 4.
Yeah, right.
And then there was someone that bought 2, and then there was someone that bought 3 in a t-shirt.
That's the family.
That's family moves, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when I added Afterpay as well. I think it just made it easier for me.
Game changer.
Like, I pay a lot of fees in Afterpay, but
Yeah.
I still want to offer that for people.
Yeah.
Because I don't really shop on places if there's
Mhm.
not an option to do Afterpay. When
That's
I
right.
was working, I'd be like, if I can't use Afterpay.
Afterpay or Zip or anything.
Or Zip, yeah. I just have Afterpay because it's an industry standard. I've never really
100%.
seen Zip. I don't know what it's about, but
I use Zip to buy shit now, and it's not that I can't buy it.
It's just because it's easy. It's convenient.
Well, instead of dropping $200 on something, it's like that's $200 I can use to do something else with.
Well, I Afterpay all the boys' skate gear now because
it's just convenience.
Yeah, because I pay for all their shit. Like I pay for their shoes.
Yeah,
I pay for their
that's
decks,
right. That's right.
Their setups, like.
And it's not that you can't. Well, it's not that I can't pay for anything, but it just makes it easier.
Yeah.
It makes life. Yeah, it just makes life so much fucking easier.
Like I'll just say to the boys,
I got Afterpay on mine.
Yeah. I got Afterpay.
Best thing I ever done.
I actually got to send them an email because the placement on my thing's wrong.
Okay.
Like they sent me an email and they said it was wrong, so they're gonna fix it for me. Because
nice.
like, you know how you got to put the liquid code in and all that shit. I was just like, can you guys fix it? And they're like, yeah, just set up a staff account for us and we'll fix it for you. I was like, yes, sweet.
I taught myself how to do all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
To code the website, I use Shopify to do it. But to change all the code, I bricked my website only like fucking 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I had to go back to an original one because I tried to change some code, but I didn't
work.
Well, you can't go back.
Yeah.
Just that.
Unless you duplicate it. Like,
you can't even duplicate it because it's a constant fucking
like
liquid or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
It was something. It's just a continuous change. Whatever the fuck it was. So when I realized that I fucked it up, like I've gone save, open the website up, and I've gone fuck. Like half the shit's gone. Like half the landing page is gone. I'm like fuck. Like that's not what I wanted to do. Go back to the code page and there's no revert to a previous save.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
And I was just like.
But I do know this is what I did is that every time I go to enter a liquid code, I duplicate my page.
Copy it, put it in a notepad.
And put it in I think it's a CSV file or whatever they are. And just like save that.
Yeah.
But
I open Notepad now.
Yeah, and just like
leave the Notepad behind everything. So any change I make, as soon as I make the change, just copy that line of code and then just put it into Notepad.
Yeah.
So if something happens, I've at least got the original code and I can fucking go back.
Like I risked it for the biscuit when I put the Afterpay one in there.
Yeah.
I was like, well, the only difference was it said just put it at the end of the liquid.
The bottom
code, and I was like, all right, fucking.
And it generates itself.
Command V. Done. I was like, sweet, it looks good on the website. I'm gonna wait for Afterpay to fucking ring me and say it's wrong, you know. And then they're like, oh, it just needs to be changed, this and that. So I said, yeah, cool, I'll just do it. Like they do it for free.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I pay that much in fucking fee. It's like 8%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's like
I had to change.
If you make a big sale, it's a lot.
I had to change everything because I don't know if they changed owners or they were brought out or someone took over because they went from being blue to now the green color.
Oh, that's right. The
so the
thing changed, yeah.
So I got emails with new rates, new fucking so many different things, and fucking
I reckon they got 4.
I got 4 emails of like logos and stuff.
Yeah, I've got the big fucking file of all the different liquid codes for the logo. You can have the mint on the black, or you can have the
That's right. You can use
the
100 different fucking logos they got.
They've got like a full forum,
yeah.
And there's like all these different ones, and I'm like, fuck, that is like way too much. I'm just gonna get them to set it up because it's on the landing pages.
That's right.
It doesn't really need to be shown anywhere else.
Is it on? If I say I go onto your page now, and click on one of your products, does it come up under? It tells you how many the payments are and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But the only difference is
I had issues with that for a while.
Yeah, well, where my logo is, it's supposed to be under
that
the price, not next to the price. But I don't know how to change it, so they just said we're going to do it for you. So I was like, sweet, cheers.
Yeah, I had big problems with that. But I was doing that shit myself, trying to move it around, and then you drop it down one line of code, and then it'd be like underneath your description.
And this is the problem
with the product boxes.
I literally using on a little secret. I used the Beautify theme. Anyone
nice.
For Shopify uses the Beautify theme. You get like 30 or 40 add-ons, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. It just helps.
Yeah.
Like because then you don't have to liquid code everything.
It's
a fucking button. You know, it is an extra $50 USD a month or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it makes
it's a benefit.
It's easy to use. Like especially someone like me. I'm self-taught pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so much you can learn off, you know, your mentor. Your mentor's more for me, it was more of a mental thing about creating wealth and stuff. So building code, it was a lot of YouTube videos and like,
fucking
you know, when this Beautify thing
late nights.
Well, my mentor said, he's like, I just spent 15 grand on my new website. He was building a new website.
Yeah.
I spent $15,000 on it. And then his mate showed him his website, and he's like, oh, who did you get to build your website? And he's like, no, it's a Beautify theme. It's a fucking Shopify theme.
Yeah,
And
right.
my mentor was like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like spewing. So, yeah, he's like, used to Beautify. Like, I know it's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. I did it.
Mad.
Gave me, I think I got like a 14-day trial or a 15-day trial.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sold.
Boom. Done.
Yeah. Got a mate of mine now that is into the web development and stuff. I've actually got to catch up with him. I'm actually going to have him on the podcast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because he's been doing, anything you want about anything on a computer, he'll help you. He's just a fucking...
Just a wizard, man.
He's just a wizard, yeah. But he's just started all web development, making websites for people and stuff. He's actually helped me out with a couple of issues I've had with the code and that on mine, so... Which is just crazy. He's just like, so what's it doing? I was just like, this is happening, that's happening. And then he's just like, oh, just put this in. And he'll just literally just send me like straight away, just like the lines, the dot, this. And he goes, just put that in and see what happens. And it's just like, oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking done. He goes, I'll charge you next time. Like, yeah, no worries, bro. So, no, it's really good. It's really good. But, yeah, right.
But yeah. Definitely been...
Self-taught.
Yeah. I've built so many, man. Like Shopify, I'm not saying I built code from scratch. Fuck that. I don't know how to do that shit. But definitely, like, it was how do I fucking get my product to look legit? It's a legitimate product. Yeah. How do I get it to look legitimate like all these other brands, you know? So I was just, like, researching, like, how to do it. Put it together, you know? Yeah. And, like, I'm still learning now, but, yeah, Do Beautify definitely helps, bro.
But it's trial and error. Yeah. So I had I wouldn't say big, but I had a lot of problems with my website when I first put it up. Yeah. Because... I'm only seeing what I'm looking at, so I'm not the end user actually checking out on the website. I can run as many tests as I want. It's not going to show me everything. So I can see on Shopify, one of the add-ons I got, you can see how long they spent on your website, where they went to,
the amount of time, and
where they went to,
what they added to cart,
what they looked at, all that kind of shit. So, and then a lot of people are getting to the cart to check out and just putting all their details in, and then it's just like, nah, back out.
Do you
there was something wrong? Yeah. But there was something wrong with, I can't remember what it was. There's something wrong with the checkout page. Oh, okay. It was just taking so long to load. Once you put all your details in, that's half
the issue, man.
It's just that fucking symbol comes up, just loading, and then people are back out. But no one would ever send me a fucking email or a message saying, hey, there's something wrong with the website. Yeah.
And this is what I mean. Like, I had a lot of abandoned checkouts, but a lot of them were people that had wrote me notes.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh, can't wait to get this, much love from TikTok and things. And I was like, and I just was sending them like emails like, oh, you left this behind. Like a simple email, no discount.
Yep.
Because they were willing to pay full price, which is fair enough. Okay, great. Like, I gave away $1,000 in discounts my first fucking week. Because I was like giving away 10 to 15%.
Trying to pump it.
Because I was giving people a 10% thank you at checkout.
Yep.
Automatically.
Yep.
On their first purchase, because it's support, it's love,
100%.
I don't give it's fucking 10%, like fuck. And then, but that adds up, someone spends like a couple $100, it's like $30.
It's, it adds up.
So I was like, fuck. So I had to scale that back a bit.
Yeah,
but, there was a lot of people, and then I sent them the retargeting email.
Yep.
And, I ended up getting a heap more sales because people were like, oh fuck, but I couldn't pinpoint where the issue came from, like people not checking out. But I use Shopify payments right now. I'm probably going to change to Stripe payments because Shopify payments just
take a bit too much money, mate.
Like, the amount of fucking the amount of transaction fee you pay is fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. 100% agree.
I don't know what Stripe's like, but I asked my mentor, I was like, should I be using Shopify payments or Stripe? And he's like, if you can use Stripe, use it. But I know that when you set Stripe up, it's a bit of a prick. Like, you got to change your location to the UK or Europe or something. Put Stripe on your account, then change it back to get it. I don't know why. It's just the way it's set up.
Yeah, right.
But Stripe is legal here, so...
Okay. I've never looked into it,
Yeah. But
Shopify payments... Well, yeah.
I think it's supposed... At first it says it was 0%, now it says like 1.25 or something.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on how much you make, but...
Yeah. They're just taking the cut.
But yeah, but PayPal Express is on my website as well, which works really well. It just gets paid straight into my fucking invoices still say Doom Skateboards on them.
Yeah.
I've tried changing it. I've rang them and they've tried fixing it for me.
Yep.
Because they held like $1,000 the first day. They held all this money. I'm like, I need this money to fucking ship all these orders out.
Yeah.
Because I use an app called Seller Dash. My post Seller Dash, and it's like it creates your labels for you and fulfills them and stuff. And yeah, so I needed that money to be able to pay for shipping. Like you know, $500 in shipping in the first week. Or something. And you know, I was like ringing them, and they're like, "Oh, you know, when's this?" I said, "Well, you know, like I just opened my store, you know, so I need that money to come in. Otherwise, I can't send this shit to these people.
Yeah, like, you can't continue on.
You know, and they were like, "Oh, okay." You know, because they're expecting to have the confirmation.
Yep.
There's still like $600 or $700 on hold now. It's ridiculous. Like, but that pissed me off. I was like, like this, because that happened to me once before. And they held it for like 3 months.
Fucking hell.
And I was doing bad too. Like I was like that
whole really thing was going
down the fucking toilet. You know, like because I was new to print on demand. I was running everything through print on demand back then because I didn't have the overheads.
Yep.
And you know, I couldn't get anyone their fucking item. I had to refund so many people. You know.
Fuck.
But now, I mean, it works in small quantities, but I do not rely on print on demand. Like, it's good to start. If you're trying to start a clothing brand, you don't have the overhead, yes, go for it. If you do have the overhead, get the fucking shit at your house.
Yeah.
Pack it yourself.
Yeah. It's a good step.
Yes. It's just taking initiative is like... Print on demand will help you get started.
Yep.
Once you get rolling, fuck it off.
That's right.
And that's no diss to people at Printful. Like, it's a good platform, but I just rely on... I like to know what's going in my package to that people, you know?
Fucking oath. I'm well, in a way, moving backwards because I'm going to start doing it myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a screen printer, get a fucking press.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Excuse me. Get a 2-color press and then just start going again.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
I didn't really fucking... I wasn't great at it back when I started doing it in 2016, but it was working and they were alright. Never had any bad complaints.
Yeah.
Like the shit wasn't cracking after months and stuff. That has been thrashed since 2016.
Yeah.
It's been on him for a little bit now, but like it's used to get used, like mowing the lawns, like just thrashing.
Yeah.
It's like cracked and faded a little bit, but like it's still okay.
The only thing I would say with white screens, bro, on black is just double them.
Yeah, that's right.
Screen it, flash it, and then screen it again. 100%. But I mean, like, I don't know much about, like, I can screen print. I've done it before.
Yeah.
But embroidery is my fucking...
Is where it's at.
That's my little...
That's what I want.
Heart, so...
That's what I want, because I've got a bunch of tags to replace the AS Colour tags.
Oh, like relabel, yeah.
Yeah. So I got a bunch of those from when I had done the hats and beanies and stuff, but it's just a universal... Yeah. It's just a universal tag for the brand. It's not anything specific to one piece, so... But I'm going to get a sewing machine so I can do that. Yeah. And do the labels myself.
Yeah, 100%.
And then
I need to do that as well.
And then some of the patches I'm going to end up getting made. I don't want to go too far into this now, but some of the stuff I am getting made currently.
No, that's cool.
I want to put on myself.
Yeah.
So then
that's exactly why I did
same thing. I can set up the camera, and I can fucking make it. Vlog, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is your stuff getting made.
Yeah, and people really, really love that. They love the behind the scenes. Like every time I put up a video, they're like, "Look at this guy, he's actually working." Yeah, I actually fucking put in the work.
That's right. I'm quite happy to have a fucking stack of patches and everything else that I need. So when an order comes in, it's jump on the sewing machine for 10-15 minutes, whatever it is. Yeah. I can get it on there and package it up and send it out.
And I like to pre-make my stuff just so when the influx of orders comes in, I'm not shitting myself for the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is fun to like make, especially like one-off shit for your mates. You know, like, I hope my ex's ex isn't watching this, but when my ex came home, I made her a t-shirt. She came home and I was like, look, it's a 1 of 1, you know, it's nice. You know, and like she was like, oh thanks, you know. I think she was a bit weirded out.
The thought was there.
I was like, welcome home, like it's a 1 of 1. It'll be worth something one day, you know? Yeah. Just like for a gag, you know, like for fun. Like
5 years time, it's worth how much?
Yeah.
In 5 years time, imagine how much that thing will be worth.
It doesn't even say the brand on it. You know, right. It just says other shit, but it says 1 of 1. You know, it's just came up t-shirt, but she was like, that's fucking cool, you know, like just making shit for my mates. Like, mad. You know, you know, Josh made that when he had nothing. You know, like I'm still living at my mum's house. It's not like I'm made. But we're on the way.
But you're on the way.
We're on the way.
You're doing the things you need to do to go where you want to fucking go.
We'll be flossing.
Fuck, you already are.
We are flossing.
That's it. You are, mate.
Right there.
But even with all the hoodies and stuff, I spent like hours. And when I got fucking like 4 boxes of them.
Yeah.
And that's the folder. Sitting on the fucking...
Yeah, I've got to fucking get one of them, eh?
Sitting on the lounge room floor, man. Set up the camera. Sat there for like 4.5 hours. Just
bang,
folding
bang,
them up,
bang,
putting them in the bag, putting the tags on them.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
And that they are the only 2 out of... I think I had 85 total.
Yeah.
85 total. They're the only 2 left.
Fuck. That's pretty good.
But they're... Well, the same as this. But
yeah,
I think one's a 2XL, one's a 3XL.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I get asked for all the time.
Big sizes.
Fuck, bro. If there was enough people,
yeah,
happily do it.
I ended up
like that much to fucking...
I ended up doing it. Oh, not doing a giveaway, but I ended up giving away probably 15 of them, and they were small, medium, and even largest, just because couldn't move them. Yeah. People wanted XLs, 2XLs, and especially it was winter, so people want to go snowboarding, so they want bigger, baggier stuff.
I ran out of large and extra large in a week.
Yeah,
flat, dead flat. I think I've got like maybe 1 or 2 like things from the jerseys. The shirts are sold out. I have 1 small left, but it's not on the website because I'm probably just gonna throw it in the vault.
Yeah,
like for a year's time. Bring it back out and be like, look, there's 1 left, you know. But
well, that's what. Yeah. Well, I was gonna get rid of those, but I'll probably end up keeping them.
Yeah.
Because one day in the fucking big grand office that I'm gonna have, mate, she's gonna be in a fucking. It's gonna be in a frame up on the wall. That's it.
That's it, man. And
that'll be 2016, 2017, 2018. Like that's the timeline.
That's how you know.
That's the timeline.
That's ocean view shit. You know, if you.
Well, it's already here.
I already imagine myself as I'm already done.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what makes it. It's like that manifest. That it comes back to that manifestation thing.
Gets to a point. It's like you're working backwards. It's weird.
Yeah.
You already know where you're at.
And it's not even you being cocky. Like billionaires do this. You're already a billionaire before you become anything.
100%.
You know, I'm already the biggest in Australia.
Yep.
I've only just started.
Yep.
I know that, but in my head, that's where I want. That's what I want out of this.
100%.
You know, I've retired my parents. You know,
yep.
I am blessed. You know,
imagine the day that happens.
Feel like that. You know?
It's just putting in the work.
100%. It's work rate. Your work rate, you gotta be. You know, you gotta want it more than your mates, bro.
Fucking A.
I'm telling you, like being a young bloke, especially in Australia, it's fucking about the beers, about the pub, about the parties, because that's the bloke shit to do. But I don't want to fucking suffer all week, bro.
Fuck no.
You know, I could go and work 10-hour days, 12-hour days, 14-hour days like I used to, and then have one day.
Yep.
Fucking, you know what? I just see every day as a Monday.
Yep.
I don't dread waking up on a Monday.
Fucking
I don't dread waking up on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the same to me.
It's the same.
It's 7 days a week.
That's right.
You know, I still make family first.
Yep.
Over everything. You know, God first, family first. You know, because family has your back for
fucking
everything. You know, and at the end of the day, money just a repercussion of whatever you do.
100%.
You're a slave
to
what you choose. It comes and goes.
Money comes and goes.
You know, money come and go. Your time doesn't.
That's right.
You know,
time's the one thing you never get back.
Time's your most valuable asset, man.
Mm-hmm. So do everything you fucking can to chase that motherfucking dream.
Yeah,
that's why.
Go fucking nuts with it, bro. Like
every day in the truck, man. Like I used to be, just a fucking not a lunatic, but always in a rush.
Yeah.
Because work's paying me, work's always on your ass.
Yeah.
Fucking how come you haven't got this load done or whatever? Just always rushing around. Now, man, I'm in the left lane. I'm doing 95, and I'm fucking smiling. People on the radio calling you up. What's the fucking hold up there? Bud, there's another lane. Go around me.
Yeah,
go, you
exactly.
know? I don't get paid to deal with this
Cruising
fucking bullshit.
in my own lane, bro. I'm not even in your league, bro. I'm in my own league.
But I know, like, it's just, this is only in, like, the last fucking 2 to 3 months where it's, like, it feels like I've taken, a step forward.
Yeah.
But the speed has been halved.
Yeah.
It's like everything.
But sometimes it's like that.
Everything has slowed down. It's just like, wow, everything is like crystal clear right now.
Yeah, but sometimes when you do slow it down, you can see clear.
Fuck yeah.
And I think a lot of people think, you know, when you're like, obviously you'd know being an entrepreneur yourself, is that sometimes like 100% pace is not what you need. Sometimes you need to lax your breath.
Yeah, 100%.
and take 100%. A step back and just, reset and readjust. If I hadn't have done that with Doomed into Flossin, it wouldn't be here.
It wouldn't be what it is.
It wouldn't have been a smooth transition. It took me 2 weeks to transition that company.
Yeah.
But it took me 4 weeks to plan it. A slow transition. I told everyone, did a big video, had to put my,
going from
ego aside.
That's right.
Had to, humility, all that shit.
But that's what it takes.
And, put myself in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I lost 300 followers, bro.
They're the ones that.
And I was like, it is what it is.
They're the ones that didn't care enough.
And I think I had 3,000 or 4,000 followers.
Yeah, right.
On TikTok.
Fucking hell.
And then it just.
I'm happy with my 900, bro.
It's just exploded, and I'm I'm averaging this is not for clout, but the amount of people, because I
can bleep it out.
Consistent,
I won't bleep it out.
But consistent, amount of followers every day.
Yeah, that's mad.
And I'm seeing the number grow, and I'm
consistently.
Consistent. I'll show you some of the analytics.
Yep.
And I showed my mentor, and he's like, this is fucking exponential.
Yeah.
But it's about consistency. If you pump 10 videos a day for a couple of weeks, it'll grow. And then you pump 15 videos for a couple of weeks, it'll grow. Right. And then you might chill a bit, but it's still going to grow.
Yep.
Because your content's there. I might.
You've got those 200 videos there.
Yeah, but see, I do a lot of spontaneous shit too. Yep. But late at night, I might answer fucking 30 videos and then just post them the next day.
That's right.
And not even look at the app.
Just and then drip them out over the day.
Drip feed it. And it goes across all platforms.
That's right.
I cross pollinate. Gary Vee said 50 pieces of content a day. You got no excuse now.
Fucking
I just gave you the source, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking A. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the way.
Yeah.
It's going to be happening. Well, you're already there.
Built different.
You're not on the way.
Built different.
You're on the way. You're there. You're done.
Yeah. We're all on the way, but
everyone's playing catch up.
Yeah. But I won't say too much, but a lot of people looked at me and thought, nah. And I was already 2 steps ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't tell everybody my next move. I just 100%. Until it's done, it doesn't exist today.
It's the action.
Actions is everything.
Whether they know or not, they're only going to see the result.
Yeah.
Which is what we're talking about before as well. Yeah. They didn't see the work you put in. No. They just seen the success and gone, oh, fuck, how'd you do that?
There's 2 rules to succeed. Number 1, never tell anyone everything you know.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's it.
What's number 2? Well, that's the secret, isn't it?
You're going to have to figure it out.
But it's different for everyone, You can have a strategy. To me, I don't even have a strategy, bro. There's no secret. It's just I'm being spontaneous. Being authentic, be authentic, be humble, 100%. Stay pure, don't focus on the money, and fucking do it out of the kindness of your heart, and see where it leads you, bro. Just be yourself, lad. And everything else will follow. It's like that movie Field of Dreams when he was like, oh, the people will come. It's exactly like that. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie.
I don't think so.
It's a good movie, but it's if for people that have seen Field of Dreams, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes sense to me now.
Yeah. They'll come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even this is spontaneous, it was just fucking talk about bits, pieces of everything. I love that sort of content. I could do it for 8 hours a day. I'm like that Gary Vee dude, I love Gary Vee for that.
I do this for 13 hours a day in the truck with myself.
Yeah. That's
fun.
What I mean.
That's why we're trying to do what we're doing.
Yeah. And I mean, I can see that, it will get to the point for you that if you wanted to do this full time, it will become that, I reckon.
Fucking know.
Guaranteed. If you believe it can happen, it will happen. Because I'm telling you, it happened for me.
I know.
Through my shit, it can happen for anybody.
So the fucked up part, the way I see it is, I know.
Yeah.
I know that I can make it full time.
Yeah.
I know it can be full time.
Yeah.
I know that it can help people, and people can help me in the same fucking way. It all helps, but I have to do it.
100%.
Just because we're doing this today doesn't mean it's gonna fucking work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
It's mad. It's fucking excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent experience. Awesome opportunity
100%.
for whatever comes of it. But the work still has to be put in
rate.
every day.
Work rate.
Every day, every week, every month, every year.
It's work rate.
Yeah.
And you might not see results for months, bro, and then one day it's
might
just
not see results for years.
Yeah. And that was me, bro. I didn't see results for years.
This is 12 months. I done the first podcast was on like the 28th or something of December last year.
Yeah.
So it's been 12 months.
Yeah.
And I've only done 9 episodes.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 podcasts a month minimum.
Yeah. I would make it like 6. Or
exactly.
even 1 a week, bro.
Well, that's that's where I want to try.
I'll come back every week if I have to. If
that's
you can't find nobody, bring me. I'll fucking come back, make content.
That's where I want to be at with 2021.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's
like, you know, I think like if you got enough people to back it 100%. And people to help you out, like create content, say like this, like you can just...
Plenty of people want to be involved. I've got plenty of people lined up.
Yeah.
Just such as yourself to be a part of it. But it's the time.
Yeah, it's about time.
Because I'm in the truck all day. The last thing I want to do is get home at 8 o'clock at night.
Have a 3-hour conversation with someone.
Which is, I'd happily do it.
Yeah.
You're just not going to get the best me because I'm fucking drained, you know?
That's like after me, I was spending like an hour, hours at home working on embroidery, and then someone asked me to fucking do a t-shirt design for them. I'm like, no.
You're like, message me back tomorrow. That's right. 100%.
You come up with the concept and I'll finalise it for something like that.
That's right.
I don't want to start from scratch.
That is where... Yeah, that's where I'm at with that. It's time, but it's making the time. But then on the weekends, when I'm free, and I'm like, oh, hey, do you want to catch up for 2 hours? They're like, man, I've worked all week. I want to spend the weekend with my family. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's kind of a balance point.
And I think you'll find the right people for your niche.
Yes.
Like people who really want it will be there, a part of it. And I think that's the main thing. Like whoever's not meant for you won't be there.
100%.
I understand people got families and that. I've got a family too, but I even went home. Some people might look at me and go, "You're an idiot," But I went home on Christmas Day to go back to work.
Yep.
And my family were like, "No, that's what you do."
Yep.
We're happy for that. We've seen you today. We're grateful for your presence, and they allow me to do it because they know that it's more than money to me.
That's right.
And they know that I'm doing it for my family.
Fuck
you know, it's family orientated.
Yep.
So they were happy for that.
Fuck yeah.
That's why I'm not down the coast right now. They're all down the coast. My old man's back at work.
Yep.
Because his boss never gives him a fucking break. It's alright. I'm gonna buy you out one day though. If my dad's boss ever watching this, watch out. I'm gonna buy my dad off you, man. But yeah, he's already back at work because that job's a bit behind. Like they've been getting it fucking pumped down there. So
I was meant to go pick up the truck today and take it down somewhere in Weatherall Park to get some work done.
Yeah.
Which was organised like last week. Work last week.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I got some stuff on that day, I can't do it. And then it's like the 30th, and I was like, I'm free in the morning. I'll get it done in the morning. And they got a message last night saying, they don't want it now. Can you do it on this day? And it's just like...
That's like when I used to go to night shift.
It's like, man, it's like I can't do it.
They used to give us the day off.
Yeah.
We'd be working 6 days a week and they give us Sunday off.
Yeah.
We'd be like, fucking hope. Sunday night. You can't fucking do anything anyway.
Yeah.
But then they'd be like, you reckon you come in tonight?
Yeah, that's right.
Really? Alright. The money's there.
That's right.
Alright, fair.
I used to cop that I used to do pickpacking at Coles at Eastern Creek. Do night shift. Was only on night shift. And then they're like, you can go home early if you want. There's not much going on tonight. And you're like, fuck yeah, that's mad. Looking back now, it's just a fucking setup because you need to have your 8 or 10 hour break or whatever. They'll call you in the morning. Hey, do you want to come in at 11 o'clock? It's like, what are you talking about? I'm on night shift. No, we need you during the day. Yeah. Like, but I worked last night. What time did you finish? Didn't you go home early last night? You had your 10 hours. You can come in. And then if you say no, they fucking start taking shifts off you because there's plenty of other people that'll take it,
And I think that's part of the reason I got fired at my work because whenever you didn't have... Like, I always said yes to helping the boys. Like, if they were short on boys, like, I would go in and help them because I knew... I wouldn't say I knew everything, but I knew more than enough to say if someone who like does the head of the wall wasn't in, I could sort of manage to fucking make it look decent.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of finishing. That was my favourite thing to do. I wouldn't say I was the best finisher, but I loved it. But yeah, sometimes we'd go to, if it was raining, they'd go to the yard and I'd just be like, I'm taking the fucking day off.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't do that. Yes, I fucking can. I'm
Watch
going
me.
to the yard.
I'm fucking going home.
Fuck going to the yard. That place is just shithole. You know, and all the boys hated it. And they'd just be like, there was this one guy who used to try and rev me up all the time. He was a mechanic there. He's a mechanic there. When I become successful, I'm going to go back there and give him the finger.
Yeah.
Because I nearly punched on with him. Like, he's like in his mid-30s or something.
Yep.
Smart mechanic, but he's just a fuckwit. And like, he was new there, you know, and he's like, I remember one time he's like, "Oh, do you know how to drive these machines?" I was like, "Have you ever even seen a fucking slip-form paver before, bro?"
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding yourself, cunt?
Yeah.
Like, I've been here for fucking 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, relax your fucking breath. And then, we just got, anyway, had this big argument. And one day I just said, like, we had this massive argument. I walked up, like, upstairs, because I'm like, instead of kicking his cunt's teeth in, I'm just going to go upstairs and fucking tell him I'm going home. And I said, "I'm fucking going home. I'm not coming back until you fucking sort that cunt out. If you think I'm coming back to the yard to work with him, I'll fucking just quit." Simple as that. And I had to write a statement and all the shit.
Fuck.
You know, and I was like, "Fuck this cunt, bro. You can't just treat people like that."
That's right.
You know? My phone is like...
It'll be 3 hours by the time we chop all my piss breaks out.
That's a good... You may as well start off with a banger, but... You know,
Yeah, fucking
heaps of content.
3 hours for the year.
Fuck, you could even chop it into segments.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Part 1, Part 2.
Part 2 and Part 3.
Fucking
Stage it.
That's it.
It's the way to do it, man.
Mad.
Yeah, I love that. You know? That's how you
Fucking
create content, bro. And then just cross-pollinate that shit.
Yeah,
that's how
right.
you get your 40 posts a day, boys and girls.
That's right. That's where I'm trying to do that now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that now. But then sometimes, especially being in the truck, in the quarry and stuff, not allowed to be on my phone.
Yeah.
So I've had a couple of people ask, even though it's sitting on the phone, like on the holder, there's no reception in there.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting in the truck talking to myself, I've had a couple of people ask me, like, copy in the truck that I'm in, and I'm like, yeah, copy, and they're just like, "What's going on in there, but everything all right?" You know, like, because they can see me like talking and moving around, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, everything's all right. Why's that?" And they're just like, "Oh, I thought you're playing around on your phone or something." You see me moving around. It's like, "Oh nah, just trying to make a video to send my wife when I get reception." You know, it's just like fuck. But they're all over it because heavy machinery in a quarry. You're not meant to be on your phone.
100%.
All the rest of it. So, and then driving the truck, I've had a couple of people message me saying you shouldn't be recording yourself while you're driving. I'm like, yeah, but it's hands free. And they're like, yeah, but you still got to touch your phone.
Yeah, I had couples do that to me once too, and they pulled me over when I was at where is it? I just got off the phone to someone, and I was parked at Narella, and there's a car wash there.
Yeah.
And there's like a little thing next to the bush, but it's like an entry to get out, but it's like right next to the bush. And I've just got my low beams on because I seen them drive past, and I'm already on the phone about to get out on the road, so I stopped and pulled the handbrake up. And I was like, I'm just going to finish this conversation before I get on there. And I've got a hands-free device, but I had it in my hand.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there, and the fucking cops turned back around. I was talking to my ex at the time, and the cops turned around. I said, "Oh, if I can ring you back, these fucking grunts are gonna do me now."
Yeah,
you know,
they're seeing you fucked.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, what were you doing?" You know, and they're being smartest. So I put it on record.
Yep.
And I'm recording him and his badge number and shit. I'm like, fuck you, you know, you're going to record me, I'll record you, you're going to be a flop.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, and I respect the law. No, like, I do the right thing.
Yeah, they want to come at you and be
law, but, you know,
knobs.
Given my profile, I know it seems funny that I would get profiled, but, you know, I remember I've got a couple of mates that are ex-criminals. I've got a couple of mates, you know, that have had decently harsh lives and, you know, been stopped when I've been with them, and I've been searched simply because of the fact I'm with them, or the tattoos.
Yeah,
you know, are you a gang?
Guilty by association.
You know, guilty by association.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I said, "I was on the phone, so I stopped before I exited the thing." And he's like, "Oh, it doesn't look like that." And I said, "Oh, what do you think I was playing me cock in the bush, mate?" You know, and he kind of looked at me and he's like, "Oh, well, that's what it looks like." And I was like, "It's a bit funny of you to assume that."
Yeah.
Like, and I'm already starting to get profiled because the car looks like an absolute fucking bomb.
Yeah.
And this is before it was all sticker bomb.
He's already got his judgment.
He's already looking at
what
me.
it is.
You know, the car's a mess, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's skateboards and shit everywhere. He's like, "You got a job, mate?" And I'm said, "I don't really think that concerns you."
Yeah, what's that got to do with anything?
I said, and he's like, "Well, I think it does, you know, this and that, right?" And I said, "I'm a CEO of a skate brand. Does that help you?" And like, I fucking fluffed it up, you know, 100%. But I was like, "I'm a CEO of a skate brand.
Yeah.
Does that help you?" "Oh, what's your brand called?" I said, "It's none of your fucking business."
What's it matter? Yeah.
You know, like, what do you, like, just, and then they ended up, you know, they knew that they were on record and, you know, they're just trying to check the car and this and that. They couldn't get anything, and then he's like, "Well, just so you know, you can't have the phone open with the keys in the ignition."
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Yeah, fuck off, whatever, mate.
Yep.
See you later. Fuck off, you know, like.
Fucking, following on that, there's a bunch of people got fined at like a COVID clinic in Penrith
Oh yeah.
because they're parked in the lineup to get in, whether it's at fucking Paceway or wherever it is.
Oh, that Paceway entry.
So they're all lined up in their cars waiting to get the fucking COVID test done. And a bunch of people got fined for being on their phones because they're sitting there, their car started, sitting there playing on their fucking phone.
They do that to people in drive-through now too.
Fucking dogs, bro.
Yeah, they do it to people in drive-through now too. I understand the concept that it has to essentially be across the board, but if my car's parked my fucking handbrake up,
you're not going anywhere.
You really think I'm that dumb?
Yeah. Even if your car is turned off, ignition off,
you have to have the keys out of it.
You have to have them out.
Yeah.
If they're in, even if it's off, they'll still fighting for it.
I mean, we get done for being skateboarders regardless, bro. So I'm pretty used to that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it's funny though I say that because Aussie coppers are a lot better than like American cops I've seen. But I mean, at the same time,
I couldn't imagine if that's what it was like here, eh?
Yeah, I don't know, but I've always been quite like we've always been sort of left alone by if anything, the coppers will stop and watch us.
Yeah.
Or watch the boys more.
Yep.
You know, like there's a few bits and pieces of footage where the coppers just stand there and they're just having a chat to the other skaters.
They just chill.
Skate. They don't really give a fuck. I mean, unless it comes to Martin Place. I haven't been kicked out of Martin Place, but I haven't had a chance to skate Martin Place enough.
Yeah, okay.
To be kicked out.
To be in that
so
position.
I think some of the boys have got fined for like smoking in public or doing stupid shit. But I don't think anyone has gone down majorly or anything like that. But you know, I haven't had a problem. But I haven't had a problem with the only thing I've really ever been kicked out of is a car park.
Yeah, right.
In Penrith, so I started skating a different car park, but we used to skate the one at Warwick Farm, and the coppers would come through there, and what are you doing? I was having a skate, you know. Oh yeah, sweet, cool.
Yeah.
You know,
you keep it to yourself. You're not trying to fucking break into cunts' houses or anything around the corner.
And the only reason we're there is because it's raining or something.
Yeah, it's right.
It's not like we're just fucking.
You don't cover your skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Skateboarding is not a crime.
Yeah. Yeah, we got fucking. I won't talk about that now. Talk about that later when the camera's on.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. It's just so people just don't need to know at the moment. That's all. But yeah. Anything else you want to get across?
No, I think that's pretty good.
Where can people find you?
So the Instagram is just Flossin Supply,
which will be across. I'll run all that across the screen.
Yeah, same as Facebook. I don't really use our Facebook. Our Facebook's the same as our Instagram. You may as well follow our Instagram instead.
Mm-hmm.
And my TikTok is just at Josh from Flossin Supply.
That's mad.
Yeah, my personal Instagram is every day's a Wednesday.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Why it's every day Wednesday?
There's a funny story behind that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off camera. I'll save that one for the
for later. I'll save that one for the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I will just say it's this for now. Wednesday Addams.
Okay.
So there's a bigger story, but Wednesday Addams.
Okay. That's cool. Well, there it is, guys. Josh from Flossin Supply.
Thanks for having me so much, man.
No problem. Appreciate you coming on. And dropping some knowledge, giving us some stories,
man.
Yeah, and just talking about life.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Man.
Life and business.
Yeah.
New experiences and opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keen as fuck, man.
Here's to 2021.
Here's to 2021.
Fuck yeah.
Appreciate it.